Hi, welcome to the Protagonist Corner. I'm Jonathan. I was a teenage exocolonist. I guess I'll just be calling it exocolonist from now on because I don't want to say the whole title. But Mom's here. We're ready to start not only a new adventure, but several adventures, as you can see by looking at this warning card. Because I'm deleting my old saves here, and it says that one of the things that goes away is past lives. So what that means is we'll be doing several playthroughs, and things will change based on what happened in that or did not happen in that playthrough. So if you want to see what that means, keep watching. How you doing, Mama?
Pretty good. How about you?
I am awesome, and I'm even more awesome because we are about to start a whole new adventure, like I keep saying. In fact, we're doing that right now. Boom. Oh, it's asking me again if I'm sure.
Yep.
So the okay is what I want to get rid of everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. All right, done. Let's get out of here and start a brand spanking new game. Yeah. God, I'm so looking forward to this. Also, one thing I should mention, before I hit whatever one, before I wake up like the game's telling me to, one thing I should mention is this is the replacement for Citizen Sleeper, which I've been playing over the past couple nights here, and the reason we're replacing that is because there was a hacking mechanic that I didn't know how to use. I did learn about that. It was just hitting the triangle button, not that the game told me, but that's fine. Also, for some reason, I couldn't even really select quests. It was pot luck as to whether or not I did that. So this is a game that does something very similar to what Citizen Sleeper does, but does it a lot better. As in, it's a lot easier to figure out how to at least do basic things within the game. And also, interesting is that you get cards for doing certain things, and you can use those cards to complete quests. More on that as we go, but let's begin at the beginning. Let's begin by waking up.
This game deals with mature subjects.
Yes, we know that. I thought, okay, game, I just sung your praises for 2 minutes, and now I need to tell you about this. Like, when I hit wake up, or something like it, it means I'm ready to play. Let me play. Welcome me into the world. Don't remind me that it's the game. I already know that. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't want to see any trigger warnings. Let's keep it moving.
You wake to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire.
Okay, got it. Light, heat, smoke, fire. Boom. This doesn't seem like a place where I'd want to be, but I love this opening though. I love the fact that it's in first person. I love that we can hear it as well as see it. I love the way this thing opens, like I just said. Anyway.
Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here or what on Vertuma is happening.
Not Earth. We're on Vertuma.
There's something important you need to remember.
Okay, don't you hate it when that happens? Particularly when you wrap a string around your finger, then you don't remember why the string's there? Great, annoying. Ooh, I felt that.
Lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet and collapses.
That's more than my stomach lurching. That's I hit my head again and passed out again probably. Oh, who are you? Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is ringing in your ears.
Must have hit your head pretty hard.
What's going on, or climb out?
Now is not the time for questions as much as I'd like to ask. Let's just climb out here, and then we'll deal with the rest later.
You try to stand up, but one of your legs folds uselessly underneath you. It won't hold your weight.
Okay. Oh, get me out of here!
Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door.
Okay. I almost want to control my motion here, but this game won't let me do it. It's a visual novel. Again, like Citizen Sleeper.
Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season.
Globe season. Interesting.
Glow season.
Oh, glow season. Not rabbit season, duck season, or globe season. It's glow season. Things are glowing right now. Thanks, Mama.
Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog, like from Earth?
He looks cute, that's for sure. I wonder if he's gonna look cute in a second. Nope, not cute.
The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open.
Oh, okay. And then the main theme hits. So, like, the first time I saw that, I'm like, did I just die? But no, title card. Yep, and that title is way too long, but we'll forgive the devs for it because they made an awesome game here. Ooh, look at that ship. That's a fixer-upper.
You were born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the solar system.
Why would you choose to go to a wormhole? Can't you find an habitable planet that's closer? Because you don't know where I watch Star Trek, and you don't know where wormholes go. They can end up at one part of space in one day, and the other end of the galaxy the next, or perhaps in another galaxy. So, but okay, you guys do you.
Parents run the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the shed. Like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vertuna with the hope that they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. They named you Solancy, Solana, Solane, or something else.
Solane. Okay, let's.
That's the third one now.
All right, I'm there, right?
I can't tell. They don't like make it clear.
Well, I'm gonna
Oh,
try.
now I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination, sometimes too active. Your mom says. Use the sliders on the left to choose pronouns and late teens.
Okay. Well.
This can be changed at any time.
Okay, he's a guy. Okay. All right.
You're on he.
Okay. Beautiful.
You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced, dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Rosuna will be like.
Probably. Okay. Now I realize he's an anime guy, but he has an anime name, so it's acceptable. It's fine.
Every child in the stratosphere is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first signs of yours. Eagle eyes, extra fingers, absorbent brain, super strength, calm temperament, or nothing at all.
Well, not nothing. I'm not gonna be that way. But I guess I'm gonna give him an absorbent brain. In other words, he can learn a lot. He's very smart. That's the weirdest way that's ever been put. But okay, that's what we're gonna go with.
You're one up.
Oh, I'm one up.
2 up now.
Oh, so
One more.
okay, beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful. Thank you.
Professor Howell says kids learn fast because their brains are like sponges, but when people get older, they can't absorb as much new stuff. Not for you. You're always learning, and your curiosity knows no end.
And we see our first card, which I don't like very much because it's worth no points. Because and the reason I don't like that is every mission is going to have a point threshold that will hit in a certain number of moves, and this is a 0. But does the card say anything beneath it that it does?
Plus skill, challenge win.
Okay, so I guess that means that if we win, we get 1 extra point after the fact. But upon first usage, it's a 0. It's okay. We'll get better cards later. It's fine. He said, hoping it's true.
Other kids have trouble keeping up with you, but one tries. Energetic and loyal anime, tough and gentle Cal, bold and confident Mars, quiet and adventurous Dis, studious and mature Tangent, shy and sweet Tammy.
Probably Tangent.
So that is keep going. Keep going. One more. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mom.
Tangent sits right up front by the holo projector and always has her hand in the air. She and her twin brother Dis drifted apart when she started genome treatment to make the body perform over gender. Today, Tang is the
God.
woman you always knew she was, but the relationship with Dis is worse than ever.
I already don't like you because you're an it thing. You're making your body conform to your gender. That's not how it works. It's genetic lottery, my girl. Anyway.
Yeah, Tangent or wait, that's not right.
Oh God. Okay. All right. So. Okay. I know I see what they were asking. They were giving me a chance to. They were giving me a chance to change it. I'm not going to though. It's
So it's the one up from the bottom.
okay. Beautiful. Okay. So. Yep, we don't get to change our friends. That's what next lives are for, game. So, yeah, tangent, fine.
You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor House says it's like a doorway to other star systems with the planet Vertumna on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare.
A doorway in space. Very, very interesting.
When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble. Then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods just in case.
Time for an escape. Run, run.
The emergency area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Selene, your dad soothes. We'll be going through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we've practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look.
Okie dokie. Alright, so they're trying to hide their worries you wouldn't from a child, but it's definitely there.
Red emergency lights switch on as the siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try breathing slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out the porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you put on a tough face, get in touch with your emotions, or find a distraction.
Okay. Fortunately, I think I would say get in touch with your emotions with someone as brainy as he is. The reason I say that's fortunate is I think the red options that are dimmed out are things I wouldn't be able to choose. And actually I'm being shown requirements here.
Yeah, you need toughness 5 or greater for that.
And
organizing 5 or greater and empathy 5 and greater.
ooh, so I like it. Okay, so I have empathy, but organizing is a stat. Okay, and toughness. Interesting. Thanks, Mama.
You bawl like a baby. It feels good. You aren't the only one. Nearby, your classmate Tammy has tears streaming down her cheeks. She sighs as your crying makes Tammy wail even more loudly. Your dad puts his arms around you as you let it out.
Ooh. And we're getting I think relationship points with Tammy here over the top. I think that's what the 10 is. Not sure though, but I guess we'll see.
You wait. The shaking builds.
Oh, that is not what we wanted. We wanted to stop eventually, but it doesn't seem to want to do that. Interesting.
Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time.
I don't think space is supposed to do that. This is horrifying.
Is this the wormhole?
I don't know whether to say I hope so or I don't know, but get me out of here.
You hear the distant ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know somehow that everything is going to be okay.
That's interesting. So even though this is the first life we're playing, it's not necessarily the character's first life. That's interesting.
The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out.
Yeah, probably not a good first day.
As you slip unconsciousness, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, tomorrow, all at once. More than just one tomorrow, lots of them, different tomorrows.
So basically, we're living that movie title, Everything Everywhere All at Once. We're going through that right now.
You find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Till fields, dramatic bridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says, I'm not going to let you miss this.
Miss what? What's going on? Where are we?
Distantly, you can feel the ship shaking has stopped, and you hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars.
Okay.
You drift.
All right, that I'm sure there was a good reason for putting only that in the text box. Thanks, game.
Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the med bay. The med bed under you plays soft tone and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury is completely healing. They may now be safely discharged.
I hate the fact that I have a brain injury, but I'm glad that it's healing. That's good news.
As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Sunlight, trees, or ground.
Well, we've been living in space for years, so I doubt. Well, the fact that we're seeing ground is new. The fact that we're seeing trees again also new, but maybe there might have been an arboretum on the ship. It's possible. So it's probably more that we're feeling genuine sunlight. So let's go with that. Yay.
Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass walled domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere and people walking around outside on the ground.
Ooh. So, hustle and bustle. Love it. Well, at least people going about their day. Not necessarily hustle or bustle. We're a colony, not like a big city. Although it might be a huge colony. We don't know how many people are in it. But anyway, moving on.
You better get out of here and join them. Rush outside to start your new life. Cautiously step outside to your new life.
Now, okay. If it were me, I'd be cautious about this, but like, we're an anime protagonist, so yay! It's time for adventure! What the? Okay, that is a transition. I wasn't expecting that right dissolve. Like, what the hey, people?
Tammy Jones says you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes.
Well, we'll do it, but can we have a full conversation with you first? I guess not, because it's not letting me move. Okay, now it is. Let's see.
Strato Colony.
Oh, so the colony is called Strato. Interesting. Good to know. Alright, so I guess they're not going to leave me on my own devices as much as I would like here, but... Oh, you want to chat. I see the bubble.
Solane, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was very clearly worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Aw, you love your dad, or he's so embarrassing.
Teenager. So even though, well, honestly, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to complain about the embarrassment of it. Honestly, my guy here is just happy to be awake. So, yeah, we love you.
Welcome to Rotuna, he said, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratosphere from the outside except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two and its parts taken off to form other buildings and as a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. It's beautiful. How did you do this so fast? Or what's outside these walls?
I love how he can immediately ask, okay, what's outside our safe little dome on the alien world? We're not going to ask that just yet. But we're going to ask what I'd be asking, which is, how did this happen so fast?
You've been asleep for weeks.
Well,
says,
yeah.
And these geodesic greenhouses practically put themselves up.
Okay, that second answer helps more.
But some of this is only a quick, temporary solution, he admits. We'll keep growing and improving things, and one day our little colony will be as big as the whole city.
Wow. It feels pretty big right now, but I totally take your word. I'll totally take your word for it.
Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package out from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is, he asks.
Oh.
Honestly, don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in med bay.
Did I forgot that they did this? Did they? Please tell me I'm misremembering or jumping to conclusions. The first day of the game doesn't happen to be the main character's birthday, does it?
Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrap package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. So open the package, tell him you know what's in it, or don't open the package.
Well, we're not going to be rude. We're going to open it, and we're not going to spoil the surprise. So we're just gonna open the thing for now. We'll get into our clairvoyance later, but I don't think now's the time. So yeah. Thanks, Mom.
How did you know this? It's exactly as you imagined, as you dreamed. A feeling of panic rises in your throat. Your hand shakes, but how?
Yeah, that is a little weird. I'm glad the character's acknowledging how much this shouldn't be.
Your dad notices. Are you okay, Solene? He snaps his fingers. Dr. Instant shouldn't have let you out so early. Sometimes these sleeping meds take a while to wear off. They might make your head feel funny for a few hours. You nod. Maybe.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure that's what this is. I'm not, because most meds that I've taken have a possible side effect of clairvoyance. You hear it all the time. It's fine. It's totally fine. There's nothing to worry about.
Someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm sorry, Solene, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed and he stops himself. Don't worry, we're going to fix it, your mother and I.
I think there was more than one. my head is the proof of at least 2 accidents. But yeah.
Professor Howell's expecting you in class if you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing in the rear end of the bisected ship. Then he points to the large doors you came out of earlier, or you can relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says, then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Solene, I love you. Unlocked study humanities and engineering. So you unlocked that. So,
awesome.
Love you too, Dad, or give him a thumbs up.
All right. So, he just got out of med bay, so he's gonna be lovey-dovey. Love you too. Yep. Boom.
To enter buildings, press the X button near a door or flag. Then choose an activity for the month to gain skills and advance time. There are 13 months in a year and 10 years to the end of the game. You only have time to focus on a few things.
Tick tock, tick tock. Yeah, we got it.
Geoponics. The greenhouses have different biomes inside, growing plants from Earth that might belong in the desert, jungle, or temperate forest. Some are so delicate that you have to spray off any germs in the airlock before you can enter. The seasonal garden outside is dotted with blue nobodies, little flowers with what look like wriggling creatures stuck inside each one. A sign explains that it's a decoy meant to attract some sort of flying predator to come pollinate the flower.
I don't like the fact that bees are predators in this world. I also don't like the fact that flowers have worms on them. Oh God! Okay.
The ship's quarters are where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out.
So
Private bedrooms are small. You share one with your parents, so colonists spend most of their time in the big common area. There's a lounge and a cafeteria, the crash where all little kids and babies are raised communally. Pick an activity to do this month. You can either, you can relax in the lounge or leave.
We're gonna leave because we are going to school and being productive. It's a thing we're doing. Alright, so... Ooh, someone to chat with.
You see Disc sitting in the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says quietly, without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need walls?
Because they don't want kids running off to God knows where on an unexplored planet, but to be fair, teenagers aren't necessarily going to know that.
You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memory so strong that you think you might faint.
Don't do that. You've done enough fainting. Or enough getting injured. Don't do anything that's going to get us in Mode Bay. That's what I'm trying to say. What the shadow?
You imagine
Ugh, yeah, I really don't want to see that.
For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real.
Okay, so I'm gonna call it right now. He knows about our clairvoyance and is trying to get us not to know about it. I could be wrong. Hope I am, but I don't think I am. Anyway.
Breaking you from your daydream just whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I believe you, stop making this up, or our parents will keep us safe.
On this planet, given the shadows we've already seen and the memories we have for some reason, I definitely believe him. And so does Savine here.
You shake the vision from your head, it was just a dream. This must have made you imagine it with this creepy talk. Why does it always have to be like this? You tell him there aren't any monsters. You're all the same, Dis says sullenly. I shouldn't even bother.
Whoops. Okay, guess we get to live with that now. Alright, so.
Lay down, I'm not doing that.
But it's fun, Mom. Oh, you want to chat? So let's chat, and this time I'll watch my options.
No, Sky. Hi, Soleil. Anemone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow.
A sports ball. Not a soccer ball, not a football, not a baseball. A sports ball.
This stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you, because it isn't cold, but it's still neat and you can make stuff out of it.
Okay, are you sure it's safe to touch though?
Sky, what are you making? Have you seen any monsters, or why aren't you in school, or see you later?
Okay, I'm not your dad. I'm not gonna ask you why you're. So just what are you making?
Just snow spirals, she says, but earlier me and Cal made a big snow ball. You missed it when you were sleeping in medbay. She smiles her broad gap tooth smile. Now that you're awake, we can play. Have you seen any monsters? Why aren't you in school? Or see you later?
Okay, so I guess we'll save the monster thing for last. So why aren't you in school?
She smacks her forehead. School, I wondered where everybody was. I guess I'm going to be late for humanities class.
You literally forgot?
She doesn't look worried.
What else is there to do here? Well, I guess play in the not snow. I guess that's the answer to my question.
It's okay, she says. Professor Howell is chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now.
Yeah.
She grins and starts running toward engineering. Hey, Raishu. No fair, she's getting a head start.
Let's go.
Sky. The garrison. A small team led by Security Chief Rhett was enough to keep the peace on the stratosphere. To stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts.
I am never going to get used to that.
On Vertuna, the garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. And best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court.
Okay, I'm really glad kids can just walk up to the firearms and nobody cares. Oh God. Okay. So seeing you. That's hydroponics, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So hold it. Have we seen you?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Ah.
Command is a warren of long hallways with doors off to tiny nondescript offices. Everyone you pass seems to be hurrying off to something important. The end of one hallway opens to the supply depot, which works as both requisitions office and general store. Behind it are cavernous warehouses stacked high with supplies from Earth, now being gradually unpacked and distributed. View the notice board or leave.
Oh, notice board.
Colony food shortfall, 100%, low.
Ugh.
Colony security rating, evaluating. Upcoming event, we will be hosting our first annual Vertuna Festival during the second month of dust.
Unless we all serve.
Chief Administrator Seek.
Oh, darn it. Okay, great.
Current council and administration, Governor Udicott, command. Chief Administrator Seek, command. Security Chief Rhett Garrison. Chief Engineer, Instance Engineering. Chief Cultivator, Lulu Geosonics.
Okay, they probably should have reworked that name.
Chief Steward, Antecedent Quarters. Chief Surveyor, Melatonin Expeditions.
Sorry about the itchy trigger finger there. Oh, God.
View the notice board or leave?
We're done. Well, there is that piece that we missed, but goddamn, we're gonna roll it, and I will watch the itchy trigger finger next time. Okay, where the hay is engineering? I really do want to know. I want to at least get one mission done before this video ends. Partially just because I want to actually
Probably right there.
the
To the left.
the purple one, right? Or,
Yeah.
thanks, Mom.
Or there's the red one next to it.
And we haven't been there?
No, down. Down, like to the left.
Oh.
That red.
Oh, yeah.
The garrison, a small team led by Security Chief Rhett, was enough to keep the peace on the stratosphere to stay busy. They also ran the exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here on Rotunda, the garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have an outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. Best of all, a regulation-sized sports ball court.
Sports ball. I'll be over the sports ball thing by the next video, I promise. God. Okay.
Try that purple one. I think throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to teaching labs and med bay. You know the route of your classroom well, but the rest of this wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from a nearby hollow screen. Don't forget to study hard, Solane.
That's why we're here.
So pick an activity to do this month. Study life sciences or study humanities.
Humanities, I think. Well, that's leaving, which we don't want to do.
That's humanities.
Awesome.
Professor Hal greets you. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study glorious humanities. History, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, you're lucky we'll have a little ancient earth poetry too. He seemed excited about that last bit. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register through Congruence scheduling system when you have a chance. She'll be helping me teach them.
Awesome. Great. So people trust AI that much in this world. That wouldn't horrify me at all. Not even a little bit.
Today's assignment is an easy one, Hal says with a yawn, because I was up late repairing Congruence's sub-terminal and could use a nap. I'd like for you to write an essay on what the Rotunda colony means to you. Freedom, equality, democracy. My friends are all here. I feel safe here, or just doodle instead of writing.
Now, if I were a teenager or a little kid, I would definitely say my friends are all here. That's what I care about. That's what I'm on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
You write about all your buds and the fun things you can do together. When Hal awakes from his nap, he asks a few students to read their essays to the class. Mars is annoyed that you hardly mention her. Well, you aren't really friends, so...
Well, we're not friends. We're basically friends and family. That's what it is, being colonists together. And now we have our first mission. We need to use these cards to meet a certain objective. Do we really just need 5 points here?
Goals 10.
Oh, goals 10. Okay. And then we have a whole tutorial thing that I probably don't even need to read through, honestly. Unless it tells me more about the cards here.
It just says when you work or go to class, you'll play a quick card challenge as the month passes. Move cards to fill the 5 panes and make the best hand you can. Yes, order matters.
Okay. Oh, good to know. Okay. I love that they answered that as a question. They imagine players asking that. I love that. Okay, so next.
Bonus for flushes, same color together. Bonus for pairs, same number.
Okay, just in case somebody hasn't played poker, we now know what we're doing, but we have. So we know what flushes are, and pairs are obvious.
Bonus for straights. The more cards in a flush pair are straight, the higher the bonus added to your total. Cards can also affect each other and can be rearranged to find the best total score.
Now, one thing they didn't mention was 2 pairs or full houses. Are they a thing? I guess we'll find out. Okay, but for now, I thought first like we had an easy flush, but we kind of don't. Let's see. We have, well, a 0 that I don't want to touch. We have our 2. Okay, and goal is 10. Interesting. If you fail a quest, you don't die or anything, just the story changes a little bit. In fact, failure can be fun, which is something probably important to note, because it could happen here. Looks like it's going to. And also that 0 doesn't have any benefits, though. This does, but let's start here first. Oh, trouble bum. Now I'm annoyed. Okay, well, stuff happens. But that. Oh, I thought my goal was 10, but it said I won 1 of 7. I'm not complaining though. All right, so we're gonna take the win because these are 0s anyway. Am I clicking on them? Okay, now I am. Beautiful. Okay, so now I know the game lies.
Your skills increase when you work or go to school with extra skills if you win the challenge, and a kudos bonus if you make the highest scoring hand with your cards. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Stress, take a month off and relax in the quarters wing.
I hate that they make you do that, but I understand why. Okay. Alright, so, yep, points, yay.
Your parents have been working from first dawn until well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. But there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric when you saw them all the time. You sat and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you.
Aw, sweet.
I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school, or school is so boring.
Don't complain, but I do have to say, that name Gooseberry would ruffle my feathers very, very quickly. Okay, but I learned some stuff, I guess.
I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble.
I'll do two of those 3 things, I promise. Not the last one. I tried to make it sound like a whisper, but I also wanted the mic to pick it up. I hope that worked out for me.
Your dad smiles, and Professor Hal will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open.
Ooh. We can buy stuff. Yay. Better cards. Lord knows we need them. God.
You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working in a hobby or helping a friend.
Well, yeah. Okay, if the hobby's productive, yeah. But, particularly being in a new world, we need to try to be as productive as we can be. For real productive.
Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that.
Old enough to make your own decisions? I forget. How old is she supposed to be?
Not old enough.
No.
I don't remember, but
Not even close. He's maybe 15, and not even that. 13 at the oldest. What are you saying? You're the worst parents ever!
Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas for how you can spend your time.
Yes, I've played Social Sims before, Game. I know how this works.
You come by Geoponics. Your mom adds, we could use your help. Unlock shoveling dirt in Geoponics.
Okay, no teenager would do that, but I want to be able to get skills every way possible. So we'll keep that in mind.
Early quiet. Next month, mid quiet.
Okay, so we're
Age 10.
10, old enough to make your own choices. No, that's never how that works. No, that's like, Mom, remember when we saw little Nicky? When basically the demons took over the world and lowered the drinking age to 10?
Yeah.
That's what that's like! You're following the advice of an Adam Sandler film. The advice from the village, no less. Stop it! Okay. Now, I think the game just saved. I don't know because the game doesn't tell us, which I absolutely love sarcastically. How are we doing time-wise?
Let me see here. You have about 15 minutes.
Okay, so we can do at least one more. And we are looking for we're looking to talk to first. That's the first thing we're looking for. Hi, person to talk to.
Hello, my little
Oh.
potato. Your dad screams. What have you
That is somehow worse than Gooseberry.
What have you been up to today? Just hanging with my friends, staying in. It's cold out here, playing in the fresh air.
We've been playing. Because we're 10. We don't make our own decisions, we play!
He breathes deeply and looks slowly around. Fortuna is magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons, he shouted, throwing his hands wide. I missed seasons.
Yeah, he would too, because he's been on a ship for what, the past 20 years? Like, no, thank you.
Back on Earth, it got much, much colder. The snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighed, stretching. You just wait until dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky, and it'll be real hot then, you'll see.
I would like it and nobody else would. Okay. Hi there. I guess we can be happy. At least she doesn't want to go OUT.
You found your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouses with a small construction crew. You've seen those plans pinned to your wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth, spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit.
Yum yum.
She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do, she asks. Remember, Celine, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed.
Oh, good Christ.
You can decide how to spend your time, so long as it's productive.
I've heard of latchkey children, but this is at another level. Just saying.
She points toward the engineering wing in the back half of the stratospheric severed frame. Professor Howell's still expecting you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to help with the work around here.
Now, okay, let me be fair. I understand this is a video game, and they need to have a framework that allows the player to make choices. Yes, but they should also, if they choose to make the player a character 10 years old, and there's nothing I can do about that, they should also acknowledge that narrative choice and have the choices be at least to one degree or another directed by either the colony's authorities or the parents. Or if you go outside of that, there should be a means of doing that incurs the risk of getting caught or something else happening. And the funny thing is, as we go, we'll see that in some respects they've accounted for that, but not here, and it's weird to me, very, very weird. Anyway.
She clasps her hands on your shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything else you need to know? What are you doing in geoponics? What's happening in engineering? What can I do in the quarters? What's the garrison? What's going on in command? Can I join expeditions? No, I'm good.
Oh my Christ. Okay. In fact, let me illustrate my point here. If I say, can I join expeditions? Not on that yet. One more down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If I say that.
Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous. She
Yeah.
shakes her head. Your father would be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out, and maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. She isn't going to budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls.
It's almost like she's a parent and can make choices for her son. Oh my god. And if you want to break that, you have to figure out how to do it, which we probably will later in this playthrough actually. But same list as before?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. What's going on in hydroponics? I'm on that, right? Or
That's geoponics. Yeah.
geoponics. Sorry, too much Star Trek Voyager.
She looks down and nudges at a sprout growing between her feet. It's green, the color of Earth's plants. We're doing our best, she says, but it hasn't been easy. I just hope the potatoes and corn can handle the weather here, she says, glancing up at the sky. I hear it rains like hell in the wet season.
It would be horrifying not to know if our plants were going to survive in this unfamiliar, uninhabited land that we arrived at. That would be freaking scary. No, thank you. And
She takes a up at you. She takes a long look at you up and down. You're growing fast, Elaine, but you're still too young for real farming. Instead, well, there's a lot of soil that needs to be hauled.
happy to help, although I doubt he would say that.
Seeing your disappointment, she nudges you a little on the shoulder. Don't pout. It'll help build those muscles. You'll need them now that we're out here in the real world doing real work. Out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. She flexes her biceps. Your mom is really strong.
She looks at it and she has a point at that. I think the only other thing I care about on this list is engineering.
So that's the first one on the list.
Okay, beautiful.
Hal's teaching classes on life science, engineering, and humanities. If you'll pass all your tests, maybe he'll let you work there in a few years. Your father thinks you're old enough that school is optional. I don't agree, but I'll be honest with you, she says, gesturing to the fields. We do need every pair of hands we can get. If you want to work with me here in geoponics, I'd suggest studying life science. If you don't have a good grasp of biology and ecology, I'm going to stick you on shovel duty.
Got it. And I think that would scare him too. It's a good thing she said that. So I think we're good here. The I'm good is
At the bottom.
on the bottom. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Mama.
Welcome.
Part of me wants to see if there's anybody else to talk to. It's interesting. He doesn't want to talk to me anymore because I accidentally said I didn't believe him about the visions. Okay, so actually for now I guess we can keep things moving. Let's just take a jaunt into here.
The greenhouses have different biomes inside, growing plants from Earth that might belong to a desert, jungle, temperate forest. Some are so delicate you have to spray off any germs in an airlock. Seasonal garden outside is dotted with blue. Oh, we already read this.
Yeah, okay. Beautiful. Same descript. Okay. No, we're not leaving. We are in here working. Let's shovel some soil.
It's your first day in the glorious world of agricultural soil conveyance. Oh boy.
Soil conveyance. That's like being a sanitation engineer, isn't it? I love it. Okay, great.
Good morning, Solane. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my son. She walks you around the geoponics wing and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another.
It's okay, I have muscles.
Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any questions before you start moving that dirt? Don't we have machines for this? Where do I move it again? Why not use hydroponics? Let's get to work.
God, yeah, I hate all of this. So let's get to work. Yeah, do not be a whiner. It doesn't get you anywhere.
That's my boy, your mom says, slapping you on the back. You stumble a little.
Oh God, get some muscles. You don't have any. I lied.
Your arms start to ache after the first half hour of work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted. And somehow, you can feel your muscles already growing.
That's some good news. Okay, card time, and oof. Okay, it's fine. It's totally fine. I need some better cards. I really do. these zeros, do any of them not suck? Oh, this is the +1 after winning a challenge, right? Or what is this?
Absorbent brain 1.
Okay, so that's probably not going to help me too much here. So, what?
Stress cry.
Okay, that'll help you with the muscling, I think. All right, so one more point then. Then we get to do stuff I don't really want to use. Oh god, they're all zeroed out. Darn it! Came in here a bit too early. Sorry about that.
I still gave you a point. That's weird.
And I still won the challenge.
That's weird. Like, how does this work?
Like, certain cards will give you extra benefits. Like the stress cry should have given you. I would have thought that would give you more points than it actually did. But like, what? As far as why the big frame gave me points on this challenge, I honestly don't know. Because it's a complete muscle challenge. I should have gotten nothing for that. But I guess a win's a win. Okay. Okay, and we take our stats. Now, one thing that's interesting before we get to this next scene here, they mentioned that flushes and straights would give you extra points, but when they said flushes, did they mean any cards of the same color next to each other automatically give you extra points before it's a flush? Because in poker, you know if you've seen my Velatra video, or if you know poker, you need 5 cards to be considered for a hand to be considered a flush or a straight. So I'm wondering, does this game work differently? Is any matching combination considered a flush? Possible, I guess. Yeah.
This week you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody is about to say to you, or just do before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always.
Ooh, so sometimes things match, sometimes they don't. Well, by the way, if you're getting a lot of that, I think now might be a time to maybe tell, like, the adults in your life who pretend to be your parents, who I say pretend to be your parents because they claim to be that, but they let you do whatever at 10, so I think they're pretending. But anyway.
This morning you were sure Professor Howell was going to trip on the uneven floor of the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Howell walked away, his hash brown safe for today, Mars called you a liar and a dummy.
Well, I'll give you the first one, but the second one, well, it just means you have a big imagination. But yeah, the first one, I'll give you based on what you've seen.
At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you really can't, that you know can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings. You are only to be saved by strange people you never met. You're holding hands with somebody you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler.
Oh, God.
Everything seems so familiar, but when you try to recall the faces when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint.
Yeah, dreams are like that. But no shredded bodies, please. None of that. None of those, please.
But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday?
We shall see. I hope we don't see with some of those, but we shall.
Anytime you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and need to go to the med bay. You eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams.
Actually makes sense, but I'm glad he tried to tell somebody.
You don't want people to worry, you just want to be normal, or secret powers are fun.
Well, under the circumstances, it's not the last one. It's or you know what? Don't want people to worry. Yeah, we're gonna.
You hope that if you don't think about it, it'll go away. You just want to be a regular kid like everyone else.
Yeah, either one of those two works. I'm that unhappy about that one. It's fine.
You look at the sun medallion that your dad carved for you, the one you saw in a dream before you ever saw it for real. Maybe you just got a little mixed up, or you overheard someone talking about it, and that's how you knew what it looked like. There has to be a rational explanation for this.
Okay, Dana Scully. But I do like the fact that he thinks of maybe I heard somebody talk about this. I do like that a lot. Mom, what do you think about the dialogue here so far?
It's okay.
Yeah, but not as good as Citizen Sleeper,
No.
right? Yeah, I didn't think so. Also, the card system
Yeah, the card system, I don't like that.
seems a bit cheap.
Yeah.
Even though it's been cheap in my favor so far, I know it won't always be that way. Okay. All right. Next. Late quiet. So we're near the end. We're near the end of the month here. All right.
Cal is riding around the geoponics gardens on his hoverboard. The board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hi, Selene. Real ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe hoverboards don't work outside, or we all have to adapt.
Well, I don't see you adapting, so we're not saying that. So, well, it does suck, but really, you're doing great with it, though. You caught it yourself. I guess maybe these things don't work outside, but they were kind of working. But we'll see where this goes.
Oh, they totally do, Cal exclaims. I've been all over the place on this thing.
Good to know.
Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression in the nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this. It's a skate pole. Cool, can I try? Or a what now?
Yeah, let's learn. I don't like the way he's asking, but sure. Tell me more.
Like, it's all round and the sides go up. Cal gestures to the wall, so you can do hover tricks. He jumps on his board and shows you how it's done. Can I try or just watch it?
I'm gonna try. Do stuff.
Sure, but please be careful. Mom says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one.
Oh.
You take turns riding around the pole, trying to get up in your speed, going down one side and coming back up the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard just staying on the board with this uneven ground, but it's still fun.
But we get strength and empathy, and maybe that's another reason why I won that challenge. Maybe my base points help me out a bit, but why? I don't favor strength yet. Okay, so maybe we'll learn later. Okay, but right now strength and empathy, yay.
You need a break soon.
Oh, does that mean we can't do anything and then we're stuck going to the quarters? Yeah, that's what the line says. Like the second slider from the right on your screen. I think we might be able to do one more thing, but after that we'll be stuck indoors. So well, we'll see what the game wants me to do. But in the meantime, okay. Hi, Mars. And hold on one sec. We're waiting for Mom here, who needs to let the Bubba in. So I'll just click on this, let you guys get a head start on it. Oh!
The sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Selene, Mars calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you.
Oh, a job. What job is that?
Walk over to Mars, who's sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here, she complains. This sparked snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had climate control. Tammy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all this weather. She continues. Since you like running around in it, could you fetch them for me? Okay, or get them yourself.
Well, okay, this is one of those situations where I want a third option. I'll get them for you if you feel like sharing, but I guess okay.
Good, Mars claps. She's probably just down the hill near the quarters. Mars sighs. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets.
Well, you seem appreciative of the sweets, so don't complain. And oh yeah, if I talk to her again, it's probably just gonna be, did you get my candy yet? No, we did not get your candy yet. By the quarters.
Yeah, that's the quarters, I think.
I thought so too, but you don't. Oh, you do have a bubble. Okay, gotcha. Thanks, Mom.
Tammy obviously disguised, smiling to herself. She startles as you approach. Oh, hello, Celine, she says, putting her hand on her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets.
We just come right out. You better at least remember to say thank you.
Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in pink and yellow scarf. One order of mango soy sweets, made fresh this morning, she says. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nano print it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now.
Okay, now the mango sweet sounds really good. So I have a question. Can we take some for ourselves, hoping she doesn't notice? Because I'm tempted to do that. I am very tempted.
Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elfin ears. Mars is so cool, she says fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too.
Are you? I agree with you on the first part of that, but like the really caring thing, haven't seen it yet. Maybe later though. All right, so let's go get her. Well, actually, let's talk to you again. You might say something else.
You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance. You've known her for well your whole entire life. Back on the ship, you used to play with her. Were study partner. Used to tease her.
We were study partners, I guess.
Tammy was awful, just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen and the Pacific was the famous ceasefire treaty. Facts go in one of her huge ears and back out the other. No matter how hard you tried, she never seemed to improve.
Now, for the record, I did not mean to say she was stupid. Huh?
Of course, maybe later, or pretend you didn't hear her and keep walking.
Of course.
Oh, thank you. She bounces up and down. You spend a couple hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. One makes heat and one absorbs it. Why is this so hard for her to understand? The thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she fails a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring, even though sometimes you feel like you get dumber after studying with her.
I hate my character. Don't say that. Come on. Okay. Well, all right. Let's go see Miss Lazy.
She's up at the top.
Oh, here she is. Your sweets, madam.
Mars puts her hand unexpectedly. Give it here. Here it is. I ate them. I want half. If you want them, you gotta pay up.
Okay. Unfortunately, we can't use most of these. Can we use the I want half?
Nope. The only ones that you can use are here it is or I ate them.
And for the record, I'm not going to, but I am so tempted to do that. Oh, I get a card for it though. But it's only a 1 value, so I'm not really even tempted. So am I on the here it is?
No, you're on I ate them all.
Oh my god! Again, so tempting. Oh,
That's one you're on here it is.
interesting. I don't get a reward for that though. The game's tempting me to be evil. But oh my god, it's so tempting. I'm not gonna do it though. Here you go.
You hand over the box of soy sweets with a smile. Mars takes it and giggles. You're such a good sidekick doing everything I say.
The game's making fun of me. The game's absolutely making fun of me. You can even hear the developer saying, you could add an extra card, you might want it later, but now you're not getting it, at least not on this playthrough.
She opens the box and hands you a soy sweet. Your tip, she tells you. Oh, and Administrator Seek's looking for someone to deliver jobs for the depot, she says. I don't want to do it because, like, ew, running around out here, no. Just go there, she says, gesturing to the door behind her, and tell them I referred you.
Oh, but we're done with... Okay, well, at least it unlocks something new for us, maybe? Maybe? Alright, let's...
Now you are at an out over an hour.
Okay. Alright, so... I'm just going to click on this, see if we can do it, because I'm pretty sure if I take an action, it'll save. I don't know if it saves in between, though, so let's see what this does.
Command is a warrant of long hallways, and a hallway opens to the supply depot. Apply to deliver supplies.
Which I can't even really do. It's dark, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can either view the notice board or leave.
Okay, so, yeah, we need to rest. So, alright, so...
Maybe if you rest, it would save it.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So where are the quarters? If we need to go back there to
near
do
the
that.
left.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's the
Down.
oh
Yeah,
down.
right there.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay.
Relax in the lounge.
Yep, that's what we're doing. It's the only option.
It's nice to take some time off to chill after all the stress of school and work, not to mention the mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. Looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime. Some of the other kids are also relaxing in the lounge. Approach Mars and Dis, join Cal and Tammy, sit alone with your hollow palm.
We're not sitting by ourselves. Come on. All right, let's go be with Tammy. Yeah, and I don't want to be with Mars after the way she talked to us, so we're doing that.
Cal is braiding Tammy's long hair and weaving in strands of little colored baubles. This one's called a waterfall braid, I think he says. I saw it in an archived vid, but it's really tricky.
Okay.
He's doing a terrible job of it. His short, clumsy fingers getting all tangled in the strands. I'll do Cal's hair. Cal and Tammy sitting in a tree.
Oh no, no! And of course the thing that would have you get involved is something I can't do, and it would give me a 2-point card. Why does the game hate me so much? Okay, so no, we're not. Okay, yeah. All right.
You sit behind him as he sits behind her like a mini conga line. Some short
Cute.
strands of Cal's hair, putting one of the little baubles at each end of one. He finishes Tammy's hair. It's almost recognizable as a waterfall braid. Then touches his own braids and giggles. Now we'll do yours, they shout in unison. You jokingly try to escape. The cow sits on your legs while Tammy gives you a beautiful braid.
Oh my god! I can just see that. That's cute. Okay, so I just get 2 new cards for resting, and they both suck. Oh my god! Like they both really suck. They're zeros without any extra benefits. I don't want these. Is there an option to not take them?
Close and keep cards.
Oh, but that's the only thing I have.
Yeah.
Because eventually you will reach your card limit and you will need to get rid of some stuff. And right now I have like 3 cards I want to get rid of, and these are 2 of them. Oh my god. Oh no. Well, actually 4 cards. Okay, well I'm gonna hope the game saves and we're gonna end here. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. Let me know if you're enjoying this, because if I get too many bad reviews, we'll do Disco Elysium instead. Otherwise, you can look forward to the next episode of this. And if you say nothing, you can look forward to the next episode of this. So leave a comment, one way or the other. Bye, folks.